Welcome to Knights of Roleplay, an adventuring podcast. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Royalty-free music provided by Kevin MacLeod, Michael Gelfie Studios, Plate Mill Games, and Tabletop Audio. And now, to adventure.
Hello, listeners, and welcome back to the Knights of Roleplay. We are continuing with the adventures of the Unseen, the infamous Mixie, Trixie, Fuzzy, and Rogue, as they work their way through the Delphi Mansion in what was this one? This is Reach for the Stars, yes, and Keys from the Golden Vault. Where we last left our Quattro, they had a interesting time with the local butler, Esquire. It didn't end so well for Esquire. Poor guy. And they continued on to the star map room, looking for a map to give to the other guy. What was his name?
That other dude.
Zalamorphous.
Zalamorphous, thank you. See, I don't have all this stuff right in front of me. And in hopes that they can get some information on how to actually find Marcus. Because they've been all over this place, and they have not found him yet.
That's true.
So, after finding the map, and having a little bit of fun with the ghost in the area, Cyrus particularly enjoyed that. They need to figure out how they're going to actually retrieve this map when they are really pretty beat up at this point.
Yeah, I'm bloody.
So, you're in the star map room. There's a ghost flitting around. What are you going to do?
If anybody grabs the map,
Alright.
it gets angry and tries to
So
finish it.
Fuzzy's somewhat annoyed. Says to the ghost, "Boy, you don't know what you're looking for, then why are you so upset when he went to touch that?"
It might be what I'm looking for.
Well, we need to borrow it for someone else, but we could bring it back.
It might be what I'm looking for.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, so...
It's a ghost. What are you going to do?
Because he's annoyed, Fuzzy, stomps back across the big room that's outside the map room, and stomps through the room that had the whatever's in it, and then goes to the room with, look at my notes, his name? What's the guy's name? Who's that? Croclamar.
Which
Is that
guy?
Zalamorphous?
Yeah, Zalamorphous?
Yeah,
You want to go talk to Zala. With the big beady
Yeah, it
eyes.
says, "Hey, are you going to tell us about the very angry ghost who's guarding that room who doesn't want to give us the map that you want? Because we have it, but we can't get it."
Ghost? Oh, it wasn't there before. I don't know anything about a
There's
ghost.
some elf ghost, and he's possessing people if they try to take the map. But it's there. We cleared the room getting to it. You want to come with us and see if you can talk him down?
No, I'm good here. I have more studying to do.
He goes, stomping.
Nixie is going to try to take it.
All right, so you want to try to sneakily,
Yes.
stealthily snag it. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull up stats on that.
And if I'm using Steve's tools,
Well, there's no thieves' tools for a
sleight of
hand.
hand.
This is
Yeah.
a nice little sleight of hand. Check here. Okay. Or stats for a second ghost. Says, not that it's probably going to matter much because it's, ridiculous stats on the over there. Okay. You wait for an opportunity where you think the ghost might be looking away, and you attempt to sneakily snatch the map. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand versus the ghosts.
All right, so that's an 18 on a die plus 7.
Okay, what's the total?
25. I was trying to. I'm sure you saw this short circuit.
I don't know, John. What is 18 plus 7?
John's like, I want Greg to do it.
Because I'm doing my own math here.
I never said I was a mathlete.
No.
It's okay, you have 2 here.
But you are a very good thief.
Yes.
With a judicious swipe of the hand, while the ghost is looking away, you manage to pocket the star map. And the ghost does not see it.
Hey, good job, Rogue.
All right. Well, somewhere in the
Good
middle
job.
of you doing that is probably where Fuzzy's stomping around, so he doesn't even know what you're doing, which is probably for the best for you guys.
Well then, we shall leave you to your looking.
Yes, have fun.
The ghost does not respond. He continues looking.
All right.
All right, we leave the room.
And close the door.
These were not the party members you were looking for.
Wow.
All right, so at this point, have we explored the entire house as far as we know?
As far as you know, with the exception of the room that you skipped,
Which room did we skip?
you opened the door. It was stinky. You closed the door.
It had the bottom part of the hatch that we found in the bathroom on the 3rd floor.
Gotcha. But we do know that downstairs in the basement, there appears to be some kind of a chamber beyond the wall that we have not been able to get to.
Right.
We felt wind coming
Yes.
from.
Salamorphous said he would teach us how to get into the caves because Fuzzy asked in the last adventure if we got him the map.
Okay.
So
Cool.
So we go give the map to the guy with the stargazing and the stuff.
She was a she before she became a
with
nothing.
the she. Well, could we really tell that though? Because
Probably
yeah.
No, but
okay.
John told us.
Except maybe like speech patterns or something. But
Okay.
otherwise, no. It's
All right.
it is hard to.
We are
gender a
non-gender
nothing.
specific in this campaign.
How would you gender a Meltic anyway?
So we take the map
Yeah.
back to Salamorphous.
All right, back. Yes, stay on target, John.
Squirrel.
Sorry, I got distracted by gendering Nothics.
Does a female Nothic have like one boob?
It's a mono boo.
The center of the chest?
3 boobs.
That's a triple treat there. 3 teats for every tongue.
Oh. Tongue for teeth.
You return to the Stargazer's roost, the top of the stairs.
Cool.
And there you see Zala still sitting on top of the pile of rubble, looking up at the stars. Occasionally you see her taking notes.
I holler up, hey, we found your thing.
That beady eye turns towards you and said, "Oh, excellent. Let me see it."
I give it to him.
You can give it. You can. Okay. She accepts the map. She
Or
opens it
her.
up.
I'm sorry.
That's
Her
okay.
/ them.
Unrolls it and says, "Yes, excellent. This is exactly what I'm looking for." She goes back to looking up at the stars, looking at the map, looking up at the stars.
The basement.
Oh yes, the basement. Ah, yes, of course. Yes. Well, Marcus was particularly tricky on this one, but there is, in fact, if you go down to the wine cellar, you may or may not know this, but there is a dun 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 secret door down there.
We figured as much. We couldn't
We found
find
it,
it.
but couldn't
Oh yeah,
open it.
I figured.
We knew there was a room behind the wall.
The password, yes. Well, this door is not going to open unless you know the password.
Mixie says, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, we tried Proclamar and that didn't work.
Oh no, no. The password for this particular door is Farlv Rock.
Falv Harok.
Farlv Rock.
Can you spell that?
Fall off a rock?
No, say it. No, you have to get the pronunciation right. Say it with me. Farlv
Farlf.
Rock.
Rock.
Too much tongue.
Rock.
There we go. Better.
Fall off a rock.
Farlv Rock.
Falrock.
None of you know deep speech, right? I don't think any of you know deep speech.
No.
Double check. No, because he is
Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
Yep.
Fall.
I'm surprised
Rock.
that Rose/Cyrus doesn't, because it would be right up Cyrus's alley.
Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Yeah, no, don't know what it means.
Fall. Rock.
Farrell Frock.
I think that would probably be good enough.
Fall frock.
That sounds like something entirely inappropriate for these circumstances here.
So it's not fall off a rock.
No.
Fall.
Valve. 2 words.
Fall. Rock.
There we go.
I'm not even going to say what I think they're saying. But that's all right. That's okay.
Thank you for the password.
Thank you for the map. Let's see. And she turns her gaze skyward again. And seems completely oblivious to your presence at this point.
Lovely.
As she compares the sky to her new map.
As we leave the room and go down the stairs, Fuzzy says, "Are we doing okay in case we find something very unfriendly down there, or do we need to
You
hide
see a
out?"
rather big red stain
We
coming
need to
through.
hide, and he's looking specifically at
Trixie's
Trixie. Or do we
Yes.
need to stop somewhere, like our nice little hidden room, and take another quick break before we move
Tis
on?
just a flesh wound. Eyes.
I think we should rest, Fuzzy. I'm tired. Maybe a little hungry.
Go hide in the place that's worked for us thus far.
Sure.
Alright, so lead everybody, unless Cyrus, is there anything else your character tries to do as we're heading that way?
No?
Alright, so head back to the room where we've hidden out for every other.
Okay. Yeah, we can zoom that. It's
Yep.
You have no particular problems getting back to the room. The mimic is still
to,
dead.
Attune to the ring I have.
Okay, you can attune to the Ring of Jumping. Which, by the way, we're using the new Ring of Jumping, not the Legacy Ring of Jumping.
Oh, okay. There's a difference.
There is a difference.
There's a difference in face.
Okay, so the new one and not the other one. So
Correct.
let me
Not the
fix
Legacy.
that. Fix it.
Fall.
Yeah, I've decided that we might as well be consistent within a category. If we're using new magic items, we'll just use new magic items throughout. Especially since they...
Blasphemy.
I know.
How dare.
How dare.
Fall off a rock. Fall off a rock.
All right, so let's see. Let's see. Since your last long rest, it's been. Let's see. You woke up at night. It's still kind of night, but probably getting on towards morning. So, yeah, a little too soon for a long rest. Which
But short rest would be.
but a short rest you can. It should not be a problem at all.
Fuzzy
I am
will
going
use
to
a
roll
hit
hit
die.
die.
So, yeah.
I have not taken any damage.
2d8 plus 2.
But can I arcane recovery? I can't arcane recovery.
If you guys had temporary hit points from me from rage, make sure you zero them out because they won't be good anymore. Let's see.
I heal 10 with 2 of my hit
That's a
die.
d12. Alright.
Oh, yes. Arcane recovery. Here we go.
I don't get any spell slots back, though, just to warn you guys.
Gotcha.
So nobody get hurt.
Right.
I got back my spell slot that the ghost made me cast.
I still have level 1 spell slots, but I don't have any level 2.
So,
Just FYI.
Okay.
9. That's good.
I was actually kind of torn on that particular encounter because
When the ghost took over Cyrus.
when the ghost took over Cyrus, I'm just like, these guys have nothing left in them. I can basically just kill everybody right now. But I'm like, no, but under these circumstances, that's not what the ghost would do. So
I really don't think that Cyrus could kill anybody in this party.
Yeah, if you wanted the ghost to kill people, you should have gone after the
Fuzzy.
barbarian.
Or we could have mixed it up with
Could
the.
have had Cyrus using attack cantrips, and that just would have been like nickel and diming. And Fuzzy would have crushed Cyrus in one hit.
No, but there's a whole bunch of other things the ghost could have done other than possess
gotcha.
people.
Gotcha,
So there
gotcha.
was, scary visage and things like that. Start
Gotcha.
throwing out fears. And it was
I gotcha.
nasty.
Cool.
I'll throw out your ears. What?
Something for
ears.
that, actually.
My ears!
I actually wonder if the ghost would have liked the stuffed owl.
I have that. It does help with rolling for saving throws against fear.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Gives you
not bad.
advantage.
Do anything off.
Your little Hedwig.
Yes.
I'm curious, John. The house has like the random sort of magical surges that happen, which are similar to when we cast spells. Does that happen over the course of our short rest? Like, is it something audible, or does it like vibrate the house, or is there any way to know if you're not in the room? I'm just curious.
I would say you don't notice if there were any
Okay.
in this particular case. And when it does happen, it's really just more of a sudden shift and a feeling and an odd feeling of presence that just kind of envelops the area.
And the couple times that it happened when we didn't cast spells, it was like as soon as we walked into a room, it just happened.
Yeah.
So it seems to be triggered by walking into the rooms.
It can be.
It can. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. To the basement.
To the basement!
To the
To the
basement.
window! To the wall!
Second story window. Okay.
Till wine drops down the walls. Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
The room fills with wine.
Okay. So from
Oh,
this,
not again.
so from the secret pantry, you once again head north up through the dining room and into the not so secret pantry and down the stairs. You once again find yourself in the wine cellar. There you see the faint aroma of grapes still fills the air. The 4 wine casks still stand against the wall, and the dust, only mildly disturbed by all your running around last time, is still kind of settled on everything. The 3 wine racks to the south still lie empty.
All right.
I very dramatically jump on top of one of the wine barrels and flourish my hands and say, "Fall frock!"
Nothing happens.
Fuzzy.
Fall crock!
And with the utterance
It sounded like there was a sea.
in the blank area in the wall to the on the southwest, an outline of a door suddenly appears as a section of the wall seems to push inward and drop down, revealing a small, a short passageway leading to a room on the far side.
Is it a secret tunnel?
It's not quite long enough to be an actual tunnel.
So there's just like a short passage and then a room.
Yeah, yep, just a little short passage, and then you see light coming from a room on the other side of the short little passage.
Fuzzy points a thumb at what just happened and to Cyrus says, "Is this what would be the source of the magic you detected before?"
I don't even remember what happened. I probably used Detect Magic down here.
You did, and it
You
was
saw something on that wall.
abjuration, which is
Yes, I believe it is.
because arcane lock is abjuration.
all right.
So,
Turns to Trixie. Do you want me to lead the way?
Yes, please.
Hide behind the bugbear.
Starts to head down.
I'm still limping, but only slightly.
Fuzzy, Mixie, Trixie, and Ro.
Cyrus and Mixie.
Oh, Cyrus.
Fuzzy,
Not
Trixie,
serious.
Not Saul Cyrus.
and Mixie.
Mixie's last?
Trixie would be last.
Trixie would be last? Okay.
That's the way we've been doing it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so Fuzzy,
Yes, 'cause
then
you're more
Mixie,
heavily
then Cyrus,
armored.
then Trixie.
Yeah.
Fuzzy,
Sounds good.
Mixie, then
I think I'm actually more heavily armored than our bugbear.
You are.
are.
Yeah,
But the bugbear has gumption.
that's true.
Fuzzy, Mixie,
And fur.
Trixie. Fuzzy, Mixie, Cyrus, Trixie.
Mixie Trixie, Mixie Trixie, Mixie Trixie.
We're getting the T.
MT.
Still gonna make you.
They're both empty.
Yes, my head is empty,
We could do like
especially on a Sunday morning.
we could do like that show. I can wear an M on my head like the hologram.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, remember?
Yes.
Like, remember? Okay, so
All
Head
right.
is empty.
You proceed into the next room where you find what is obviously some kind of well-apportioned temple.
Oh.
Four wooden pews face a stone statue in the middle of this torch-lit chamber. The statue has a roughly bipedal shape and is carved to look like it's coming undone, like a frayed rope. Its form is covered with mouths and outstretched tongues.
Oh, those things look familiar, don't they?
Standing before the statue are four purple-cloaked figures, their
great.
faces hidden by cowls. They are writing on pieces of paper and muttering to each other, oblivious to your presence.
All right.
oblivious to our
Well,
presence.
you still have purple robes,
As you,
right?
yeah.
I do have a purple robe on.
And as you as you enter the room, you go first. You feel a sort of pulse, obviously emanate from the direction of the statue.
Rain.
And as the pulse seems to wash over you, the room takes on a familiar, heavy, malleable feeling.
Okay.
This is the
So the area you can walk on.
difficult terrain
Yes,
one?
difficult terrain, but you have a fly speed.
So it feels like August in New England. Moist.
After a thunderstorm
When
in
that
Florida.
happens, yeah. And as that happens, the four cloak figures seem to start a little bit and then start writing a little more excitedly on their little tablets.
Oh, we excited them.
Oh,
Well, you know what happens when they get excited.
Fuzzy motions to pull the others into the room.
yeah, we go in the room too. Sure.
I go in the room.
Does the
All
door
in the
close behind
room.
us?
How big is the room? Is
The room-
is it just like
Time for this?
Not yet.
Not,
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Damn it.
Sarah's pointing at a map that
Maps.
John printed that is upside down.
The room is, let's see, 5, 10, 15. 40 feet across from you and
40 feet across. Okay.
35 feet
Wide.
north-south.
Wide. Okay.
So it's 40 east-west, 35 north-south. Yep.
And we're facing west, right?
You're currently facing west.
Okay.
It's 8 squares by 7 squares. Gotcha.
Big enough for fire. No.
I didn't ask how big the room was.
I said cast fireball.
If it was Syndra, that's exactly what would happen.
Is it,
Genie too.
is it constructed like part of the house, or does it seem to like be going into the subterranean? Like, is it all rock and stone?
It looks like it is definitely. It looks like a normal basement room. It
Gotcha,
has
gotcha.
crafted stone.
Like an old stone foundation
it's still,
basement.
it's still
Yeah.
part of the basement.
A root
But
cellar,
yes.
if you will.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
As for exits, there is a door directly across from you, and a double door on the south wall.
The double doors are usually the dangerous ones.
I walk in front of Fuzzy with my purple robe, and I start to walk toward the group of robed figures, and I say, "I understand that you are busy, but where is Marcus?"
Do they know?
What do they know?
Do they really love me? Say a prayer.
Every heartbeat.
Witless Houston.
Oh, too soon.
I'm just kidding.
Unfortunately, brother, the Marcus is busy right now and has asked to not be disturbed.
Ah, so he's in the room to the south.
He doesn't answer. He continues with his
Scribbling.
notes on the statue.
Would you allow me to make an insight check based on his body language, his or her body, or their body language?
To ascertain whether or not whether he reacts to your saying he's in the south?
Correct. If the answer's no, that's fine. I'm just curious.
Curiosity killed the Cyrus.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
If you roll well.
Using my row dice for my insight is a 9.
A 9.
Nine.
You kind of don't pick up anything.
9.
So Fuzzy has kind of tailed him in the role of his bodyguard as the cult member. And does Fuzzy see any of them holding a book that looks suspicious or possibly like the book we're looking for?
Nope, they all just seem to be holding slate tablets.
Okay. All right, well, Fuzzy waits
For-
for
where they're taking
direction from Cyrus at that point. Keep up the
Okay.
ruse.
I'm going to push my luck here and continue talking a little bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, I'm trying to find Marcus because he hasn't really been upfront with everything that is going on here. Like, for example, what are you writing?
Give me a deception check, just that we can use moving forward.
I know I'm pushing my luck, but that's okay.
Push it real good.
Versus standard cultists.
Okay, deception check is 20.
Okay.
He's a sneaky little bastard.
Okay.
I have expertise in deception.
Yeah, no, really?
That's not a surprise.
Surprise there. Okay. The one that answered you before kind of gives you a stops writing, kind of gives you a side eye and says, "Well, whatever Marcus is doing, what matters is that Krokelmar is giving us power."
Yes, Krokelmar. I look up.
Yes.
Yes.
Coco Von,
And he has
what?
gifted us this statue. And that is why we are studying it. So we can study Krokelmar's presence and gain power.
Excellent. I assume that thing's radiating magic.
You don't even have to have your magic senses up. It's very obvious.
What's the school?
No particular.
No particular. Okay. Just powerful magic stuff. Gotcha. Okay. And so there's a door on the other side of the west wall and the double doors to the south. Okay. So I turn away from the group and move back with Fuzzy. And try to rejoin. Are you guys in the room? Mixie and Trixie?
Well, we're in like the hallway, I
The
guess. Like the corridor.
Okay. I think I'll just look over to you and kind of motion you to come in.
Yes. What did they have to say? They don't look very with it.
I try to lower my voice, but still speak in a manner that might not arouse suspicion, and I basically say that my brothers are studying the power of Krokelmar.
Kokomar.
Interesting.
Yes.
Lovely. And what about Marcus?
I kind of motion to the south door.
So we go to the east first. No.
Standard adventure RPG rules. Always go where you're not supposed to go first.
It's usually the most fun.
To clear the room.
Clear the little rooms first before you go to the big boss room, because you might not get a chance to come back later, right?
John, is there any other magic in the room anywhere?
No, just the statue, which to you is very obvious as I'm not even going to make a roll for it because you rolled a really good Arcana check earlier. Just the statue, which is very obviously the source of all these weird surges.
Okay. That is cool. Good to know.
I cast light on the statue
Oh boy.
Lights up.
just to see what they do. I'm gonna be a troll.
Does light have a size limit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it
You
might
touch one large or smaller object that isn't being born.
large or smaller.
Okay, so you want to walk up to the statue?
I
and
do. I'm
cast
gonna
it
walk up to the statue and pretend like I'm praying and touch it.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Damn it, Trixie.
That's usually Mixie's job.
Oh no.
The good news is I have +5 in my wisdom saving throws. But I rolled a 1! I do have inspiration. Can I use it before you
that shit.
declare?
It's an option.
Use that shit.
I will use that shit. That is a 19 on the dice. Okay. So 24.
Yikes.
I got a shit and a yeah.
All right. As you touch the statue to begin casting your spell, you feel a presence slam into your mind, and for a brief moment, you are you are overwhelmed by it, but you manage to just barely fight back, so it doesn't hurt.
The power of Liara is with me! Liara! Fuck, I screwed up again!
Ooh, yay.
Goddess of tricks, be with me!
And so, with the casting of a spell, nothing seems to change in the room. It's still a very thick air, but the statue starts to glow, and the cultists kind of look at you puzzled for a moment and say, "We never thought to try that." And they start running down. They start running.
Fuzzy doesn't love it. Fuzzy's like standing there in the back, like he keeps like shuddering.
Now it's glowing.
Wait, what was his name again? What was the goddess, their god's name?
Croclamar.
Croclamar compels you to bring us to Marcus.
Sorry.
I've seen it.
Croquembouche.
I have seen it. She says
Give me a deception check.
Chicken dice don't fail me now.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, that's a 9.
I can give you my inspiration to you.
That's okay.
Give me a performance.
A performance check.
I can't give her that.
Oh.
I do have a luck point.
There you go.
It's just to see how they would react. It's just a reaction.
No, I'm just gonna, yeah, so that's a 4.
Okay.
I'm clearly a bad actress.
Trolling, which is what she set out to do in the first play. The dice have decided to play with
The
that.
dice are trolling me back.
Yeah, the one standing next to you says, Are you feeling all right? I think maybe you are being overwhelmed by the...
I am touching the power of Croclamar. Of course I feel all right.
It's not recommended you do that for too long.
She's new here.
Fuzzy walks back over and says, "Come on, dear." Gently shudders her.
Pulls her off the statue.
I just want to meet the leader, she says as she's being pulled away.
Nixie like takes one of her arms. Is like, come on, sister.
She's like between Fuzzy and Nix.
Okay, John, I'm gonna try something here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to
We haven't exhausted this room yet.
I'm going to move a little bit away from where they're doing their thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to take out. I'm going to take out.
Please don't.
My one of my spell scrolls that I made, which is locate object,
Okay.
and I'm going to have to try to choose these words carefully. I'm going to basically try to cast this spell and say that I am looking for a book that allows communication with eldritch horrors. Because that's what I was told the book did.
Right. Because you can't look for a specific
Weren't we
name,
given
right?
the name of the book?
Celestial Codex,
Yes,
right?
but the way
Yeah.
the spell works, unfortunately, is it's something you need to be familiar with. And if you're not, you can kind of state like,
A generalized.
I'm looking for a magical axe.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So
Yeah.
since I'm not familiar with it, and then using the name doesn't actually make a difference, I have to try to describe it as best as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems skillfully done, yeah.
I mentioned this to John like way back at the beginning of the adventure,
Sure.
and he said he would do his best to interpret it when I finally do
Yeah, sure.
cast it. So
Makes sense.
if I get Bupkis, John, I'm not going to be like upset or anything.
Just a burned spell scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I made the spell scroll.
It's well, yeah. Give me 1 second, because there's a sticking point on that description.
Sure.
So,
Sure. I just tried to repeat back what we were
There's a
told.
sticking point on your butt.
Otherworldly beings, I think, was the... Yeah.
Otherworldly entities.
I'll notice I'm wearing my horror-themed necklace because it feels appropriate.
yeah, it's very open to interpretation, so I will go ahead and give it to you. Because what I'm fuzzy on is that the book itself doesn't allow communication, but it describes in the book how these kinds of
Facilitates,
rituals.
Right.
So, in that interpretation, the book could kind of be something that allows communication. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, okay, it's gray area. So, I'm gonna lean towards the players on this one. All right.
Reminds me of Army of Darkness. I said your words.
What does the spell give you as far as?
Let me see. So, locate object. It says, describe or name an object that is familiar to you, blah, 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 blah. You sense the direction to the object's location if that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
Okay.
The spell can locate a specific object known to you if you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternately, you can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, which is the part that I did. So basically, if it's within 1,000 feet, I should know the direction that it's in.
I would say, because you are actually in the basement now and not upstairs where other such books might exist, you feel the closest object that matches that description is directly underneath you.
Directly underneath me or underneath the room?
Well, it's
below.
It's below you.
It's below me. Okay.
Fascinating.
Okay.
Wilhelm's not here.
And
That's still cool, though. So you all see Cyrus take out the scroll and cast the spell, and you hear what Cyrus said, and I kind of whisper to you, "It's below us."
at which point
Yes.
the statue once again pulses with energy.
Okay.
And the thickness of the room in the room's air disappears, and all of the doors grow teeth.
Well, that's fun.
All right.
Seems legit.
And the cultist starts scribbling on the tablets again. So, he even does that even with scrolls. Interesting.
I'm going to cast guidance on Mixie for dexterity. Oh no, it needs to be an actual skill.
Stealth.
On their stealth.
Nothing changes as far as the teeth go, but if you want to be stealthy, you can.
Son of a biscuit.
Super stealthy.
Because guidance is now concentration, right? So it's not like.
I think it lasts for a minute.
I mean, you could cast it again.
It is concentration up to a minute.
You could just keep casting it on different people or her repeatedly, same thing till something changes.
Cloakamar compels you.
The Kokomo tells you to take a drink.
We could use a drink right now.
So I just used a second level spell slot.
Yes.
I mean, a spell scroll. Where was it?
Yeah.
Where was it? There we go. Look at object. Delete. Okay. So there's teeth in the room now?
There's teeth in the room now.
Well, still in the room.
Teeth in the doors.
Still in the doors. Okay. I think we should keep casting spells until the teeth go away, and then try to go for that.
I reach out and touch Fuzzy. And give Fuzzy the blessing of resistance to necrotic damage.
Okay.
Okay. Resistance. That's cool.
Okay. The teeth go away, and the thickness in the air returns.
Yes, get down
and
with the thickness.
cultists kind of look at, and one of the cultists kind of turns to look at you, annoyed. Can you please give us a moment to actually take our notes before you keep doing that?
Sorry.
Sorry, we'll be on our way.
And the thickness.
So I look at you, Trixie, and I point to the south doors, and I point to the west doors.
What's a single door to the west, double door to the south?
Yeah.
Let's go for the double doors.
Okay.
I make my little
Hand signals.
coach on the side of the shortstop. Hand signals, brushing the nose. And
Gotcha.
We're well practiced. We know what you're saying.
I just wanted to describe what I was physically doing to the listeners.
Cool.
Like in a league of their own, where they're all like shuffling their hats. And
Yes. All right, so we start heading towards that door, the double doors to the south.
Double doors to the south. Okay.
Koklamar! I'm still muttering about Koklamar to try and keep up my act as we go.
The cultists don't really seem to care at all as you head out to the south room, and where you find a small dusty vestry, which contain with 4 unlocked wooden trunks.
Oh, we loot the room.
Yeah.
The only thing the trunks contain is sets of the dark purple silk robes.
Oh, wow.
Disguise.
Is there a fuzzy-sized one? Because he'll put it on.
Okay. You find there's 4 sets. 4
Purple could be my color.
All right.
You take a moment to disrobe and rerobe.
Whoa. We disrobe.
I don't think you need the disrobe.
I think we're just
put the
going to
cloak
put
on.
over our armor.
We just roll.
Disrobe. No disrobe. Disrobe.
Fuzzy has no armor in the first place.
Cyrus will actually put one on, so he doesn't have to use. So they don't have to use the disguise self spell necessarily for that.
That's right.
Fuzzy's like,
we're
not
just
my
kind of
clothes
disguised.
are that bad.
So Cyrus will put one on as well,
Okay.
and so nothing else radiates magic in this room.
No, there's nothing of any particular interest in this room except another set of double doors to the south.
Another set.
Yep.
Okay. Fuzzy.
Alright. Fuzzy goes over,
Keep going
listens at the doors.
Perception check.
Sure. Sorry, hang on.
I just tickled myself with my own hair. Whoa. You know your hair is in need of a cut when.
20.
20. Okay. You very faintly hear the sounds of human speech in a language that you do not know.
Here's some people talking, he whispers to the others. What's to Trixie for her?
Okay, hold on one second.
Tricky.
Concentration.
I am tricky. Tricky. It's time to
Does my bearing on the book is it kind of moving away from me as I'm moving away from that room?
I thought it was just kind of an instantaneous thing, not a constant.
No, it lasts for 10 minutes.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like
yeah.
fuck.
No, that's fine. It's just all about positioning.
Yeah.
Yes, it's usually all about positions.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You felt the book wasn't moving, but you did feel that you were kind of shifting away from it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ritual cast Comprehend Languages, which is not a concentration spell, so I can still concentrate on the book. And Comprehend Languages lasts for an hour.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that up because Fuzzy said you could hear somebody speaking in a language you didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ritual cast that and put that up, and then listen at the door and see if I can pick up on what they're saying.
Okay.
That would trigger the magical thing.
Yeah, would trigger the magical
Girl's
thing.
teeth. No.
And actually, yes. You finish the casting, and as you do, the doors to the north and south grow teeth. So you want to go ahead and stick your head
I
up
don't
there?
listen at the door.
It says, Trixie, can you make me glow? Or Trixie, can you make me glow again? I did too.
I love that we all do. Greg and I have even done it. She Trixie makes Fuzzy
Okay.
glowy Fuzzy.
It's like the glowy halo
And
of
you
fluff
feel-
around his skull, and he's like, I'm gonna like this.
You feel
touch you, and you glow.
you feel the pulse from the statue, and the air grows thick.
Okay.
I listen at the door.
Yeah, you listen at the door. Give me a perception check to see if you can hear the voices.
Nobody cast the spell right now.
Can I bless him with luck?
Sure.
What is it, sir?
I think I can give you my luck point, can't I?
You can
No.
give advantage
I don't
or
know.
disadvantage.
I don't think you can give off a
You
lot.
can't give it to
He-
him.
well, you can. People can give
Sarah's
him.
reading it. Sarah's reading it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only for yourself. Well,
Yeah.
no, wait.
I thought you had like a general cleric thing that like you could bless somebody for like 8 hours or something.
If you want
That
to-
might be a different Clark thing.
Yeah.
I know with the luck, you can either give the opponent a disadvantage or something, or give yourself an advantage.
When you
or
roll a
something.
d20 for a d20 test, you can spend 1 luck point and give yourself advantage. It's only yourself, so.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
I tried.
Ooh, natural one.
Oh
Damn.
You listen, but you don't hear the voices. You don't hear anything on the
Dice
other
still
side.
isn't doing it.
There's a little too much ambient noise.
It's okay. I mean, I assume we're going to walk into that room, and I will eventually hear them. So I'm ready, Fuzzy. If you want to go.
All right. Opens up the door.
Okay. You open up the door, and on the other side, you see. Let's see. Iron brackets bolted to the wall hold 4 sputtering torches that cast this otherwise empty room in a dim light. On the far side of the room, a spiral staircase descends into darkness. From below, you hear a human voice chanting in a blasphemous tongue.
What is it saying?
The specific words aren't important, but it is. But you do that. The spell allows you to easily recognize the chanting of a summoning ritual.
Okay.
It's sort of a summoning, binding ritual.
Okay.
You'd be familiar with the kind of otherworldly summoning rites.
Okay. There is an otherworldly summoning rites going on.
Nice. Nice.
You don't say.
Wow.
All right.
And it is, definitely calling out to Kroklamar.
To Kroklamar.
Kroklamar.
Terribly surprising.
Well, that's no good.
Shakes his head.
Is my bearing on the book changed at all?
You seem to have stepped a little farther away from it, but it's still below you.
Okay. I'm still detecting the book below us.
Technically, you're detecting a book.
A book.
Do you want to clear the other room on this floor before we head down, or just get into it?
If they're in the middle of summoning something, I say we make that a priority. Would you agree, Trixie?
Yes.
Fair enough. All right. Wander down the stairs.
Fuzzy, Mixie, Cyrus, and Trixie. I cast protection from everything before we go down.
Protection from all the things.
All the things.
All right. You begin to descend the spiral staircase down into the darkness.
The darkness.
The darkness. The darkness grows thick, and you bump into it. You descend about 20 feet as the voices from down below become more and more clear. The staircase leads to a roughly circular cave that is empty and unlit. Opposite the stairs, through a 12-foot wide archway, you see a similar cavern lit by purple light emanating from 4 large crystals jutting from the floor. All the crystals flicker in concert with the chanting that echoes through the caves. Chants come from a sallow, dark-robed figure who stands near the edge of a circle of arcane runes inscribed on the floor. The figure recites an eldritch passage from a book, then carefully sets the book atop a wooden crate near the back wall. The figure turns towards the circle, wherein kneels a woman in plate armor. A slug-like creature has attached itself to the back of the neck, almost like it wants to be a second head. The slug's form is covered with mouths and eyes that open and close in and out of existence.
Yucky. Yucky.
You.
I'm gonna guess it's one of the poor previous party members.
Now we get to.
Now you can flip it around.
I take it that's the chamber.
Yep.
All right, so this is the
we come
staircase.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Okay.
paper got a little wet.
So
So
where
that's
did he put the book?
all. The book is on a little crate on the back wall.
It's like over
Down
here.
there.
Nice.
Nope. I
I'll
got
sneak over there.
Is that where my locate object is basically pointing?
Yes.
Okay.
Your locate object is pretty much pointing at that book that he had, that he set on the back wall.
Okay.
Yes, this box. Okay. Here we have. Okay. Wizardy dude.
So subtle with the camera cueing.
It kind of.
You look like a crazed man.
Not far from the truth.
Kind of
Looks like
armored
Don
dude,
Piano from
in the
the.
middle of the circle.
Armored dude in the middle of the circle.
With a little leech on
Woman.
your head.
Woman.
Woman.
Dudette.
Cool.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. All right. Do they seem to notice us?
They do not notice you yet. The wizardy dude seems a bit preoccupied with his chanting.
Okay. Interesting. So we're down at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep, because it's kind of dark in there, so he hasn't seen you yet.
How far are we away from the... Oh, you're going to tell us.
Sarah's counting squares.
The circle is 50 feet away
50 feet. Okay.
from the stairs.
All right.
I could dash.
Let's see.
Try to stop it.
I'm going to. Where is. Okay, so Mixie is right in front of Cyrus. Well, first I kind of turn around behind me to Trixie, and I say, what would you like to do?
We have to save that girl.
Yes.
Give me, the two of you, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Purple sparkles. Let's go.
That's pretty good.
I am not perceptive.
I got a 17.
From there, you can tell. You recognize the thing in the middle. It is the head that you met on the way in.
It's the body of Elra.
Oh, that's the body of Elra. Okay.
Yucky.
So that is her like entire physical body right there, with this thing on it.
But the head is on the... Okay.
Yeah, it was her ghostly head that showed up on the tree trunk, not
Okay.
her actual.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just like
So
like
her,
like
her
she's-
spirit
she's
is
still
out of her
alive?
body and
So-
it appears.
Yeah.
He's
So
So
trying
with that,
to,
we might induce that the body in the circle is not alive.
Yeah. You said the parasite thing was in the back of the neck or something, or the back of the head.
It's not in the eye.
Yeah.
So.
And did you say the body was laying down or standing up? Sorry.
Kneeling.
Yeah.
Kind of kneeling. It's not standing yet.
Okay.
Just
The fact that he used
as a matter
it.
of, yeah. That's actually a minor change I made from here, given from feedback from before the adventure began. In the original adventure, it's actually a headless body.
Gotcha.
So just a little bit of meta on that one. It's very obviously dead.
Okay, I mean, it makes a little more sense to me now.
Yeah.
I mean, she would be able to tell. Clerics are pretty in tune on that kind of stuff, too. Like, is it a living being or not?
Okay. Yes. We need to. Well, okay. So that is just a. As far as we know, that's just a body.
Yep.
She's dead. We met her before.
She's dead.
Whisper just Mixie.
She very dead. Okay, so I tell you.
If Cyrus shared the fact that it looks like the same
I
person
was just
we saw.
going to say, yeah. Cyrus tells Trixie that appears to be the body of.
Elra.
Thank you. of Elra, the head that we saw, the spiritual head.
Since you're having a conversation, I want everybody to give me a stealth check with advantage because you're in dark.
Okay.
Okay. I was going to
Nice.
say,
We're
because my
whispering.
blessings and
We're
guidance
trying
don't
to
work
be.
anymore because they were both concentration and I casting
That's
spells.
good. But you're still
It's all
standing in the dark,
good.
so I'll give everybody advantage on it.
Alright, let's see what we're gonna do.
I'm celebrating.
Oh,
Stealth?
2 18s on the dice. Slick.
Yes.
Actually, I have disadvantage on stealth, so that would make me just advantage.
Roll. Just reroll.
I had a 16. And I rolled a 16. Okay. Let's go.
Dice wanted to play.
27.
Very nice.
16.
Okay, I'll good enough. Just to see if you drew his attention.
18 total.
22.
Yeah, when you said 19 on the die, I was just like,
Yeah.
you made it.
So Cyrus does explain that's the body of the ghost that we talked to outside the manor.
Okay.
It's probably not living anymore.
Fuzzy says, can Mixie get the book? I know we're supposed to rescue Marcus, ideally alive as well, but there's the book.
Yeah, Cyrus says that Cyrus believes that is the book, the Celestial Codex. I'm going to motion for us to go back upstairs, like just for a moment. I'm going to motion for us to go back upstairs to Trixie.
Okay. I will back up the stairs.
Okay. You head back up the stairs.
So just at the top of the stairs, I can cast invisibility on Mixie. Maybe Mixie can get the book, but I'm pretty sure that Croclamar is going to be inside that dead body
Shortly.
shortly. We could have Mixie sneak in and perhaps try to take the book and then attack the roped figure and join in with the battle.
If I can sneak somewhere and break a crystal, would the ritual still work?
Yeah, John, are the crystals just sort of around that circle that the body's in?
The crystals are in the position that they're noted there on the map, just the four corners.
Oh,
of the
sorry.
room.
Yep, I gotcha. I gotcha. The big ones on the corners of the room.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm tempted to just walk in there and start muttering, joining in. She makes the quote unquote.
And if someone gives the signal, I can break a crystal. We can try to
Yes,
get the book.
yes. Why
do
don't
it all
we
at
do that?
once.
But
Since you brought up the crystals, make an Arcana check.
Arcana check.
Can I give him advantage if we're discussing Arcana in general?
This is a knowledge check. So.
Okay, well, I have Arcana expertise as well. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
You have
Not
Arcana?
expertise, but
Proficiency.
Proficiency.
The brain trust.
then either of you might pick up on it. So yes.
So yes.
So yes.
Ooh. 25.
Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, you have a pretty good idea now that you've actually seen it rather than just saw the description earlier.
Yes.
That those crystals are indeed a focus point for the summoning ritual.
Okay.
So,
Focus points for that. Do I know if they can be like destroyed or depowered or anything like
Generally
that?
speaking, they're just crystals. They're
just crystals, okay.
Shadow crystal, sure.
And my thought behind that would be that the two of them having expertise,
yeah.
they could discuss what they're feeling and come up with a better.
Yeah, and you know,
Probably do
and destroying
two
all four
at the same
crystals
time.
would be necessary
I could
to
attack the
actually
crystal.
disrupt.
then it'll
I
be
can
like
get
more
the
of a
book.
distract.
Okay.
Yeah,
So John just said destroying the crystals
would
would be
stop the
necessary to
ritual.
help stop the ritual.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm
Fuzzy-
assuming killing that person would probably also work.
Fuzzy's a little dirt, but he has some common sense.
All right, so Trixie, you're suggesting that we go back down, wanting to sort of like join in with the ritual, kind of thing.
We look like one of them.
Okay.
In true, Mixie will try to take the book, and we can start some trouble.
You could just say that we got sent down, too, if he questions.
We got sent down by who? By him?
No, is it
Someone in the chamber
Is this
above.
is this individual holding the book?
No,
He put it
you
down.
put it on a crate in the back of the room.
Oh, great, gotcha. Okay.
You put a little dice there or something like that.
I was just
Get on
about
the
to
crate.
say, here.
That's why Fuzzy was asking Mixie about, because he's got dark vision, so he saw it, and that's why he asked
Okay.
Mixie about it.
Cyrus casts invisibility on Mixie,
Okay.
and then the rest of we can all go down together, but she will be invisible.
Okay.
So yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay. You head on down, back down. We'll just continue. We'll just continue with the stealth roll you had before because you're unlikely to roll less anyway.
This is true.
That's fair.
Did invisibility change anything?
Oh, right.
Oh, because you're in the stairway.
Because we
Oh,
are
boy.
upstairs.
As long as there's no teeth on the stairs.
No, and this particular
Can't see it, but I'm crossing my eyes right now.
in this particular case, the room upstairs takes on that visual distorted appearance.
Okay.
But since there's really nothing else in the room, it doesn't seem to affect much.
Okay, so we go back downstairs, and the three of us, well, the four of us, start moving in a direction, but Mixie is invisible.
Okay, give me 1 second to queue up a little something. Okay. Because timing is important, I'm going to go ahead and go into initiative.
Ooh.
Everybody, roll your initiative.
Initiative, all right.
All right.
Okay. Okay.
And remember, and as a reminder, just because we're in initiative does not mean that we are in battle.
Understood.
It just means that things are.
Right.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Can you switch up or down on initiative? 'Cause you might want to take mine. I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah. I probably will switch.
Yeah.
Row. What you got?
10.
10. Fuzzy.
19.
Trixie.
2.
Mixie.
10.
Okay.
But I'm going to swap with Fuzzy.
You're going to swap with Fuzzy. Okay, so you'll have 19. Oh, come on. Fuzzy has 10. That's two people with 10. Let me sort the technology on this one. There is no conflict. Okay, then who wants to, between Ro and Fuzzy, who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Fuzzy.
Okay, then I'll just bump you up one in initiative there.
Turn order as we march in and mix it out. It actually tracks. 1, 2,
Okay,
3.
yep. Initiative order is Mixie, Wizard Guy, which is pretty obvious. It's Marcos at this point. Fuzzy, then Ro, then the Thing, and then Trixie.
Oh boy.
The Thing is in there.
Alra Slug.
The Slug.
Croclamar-esque thing.
Shard of Croclamar.
Did you say shark?
Shard. But you could interpret it as shark because it
Yes.
looks, it's kind of like a turd, right?
Yeah.
It's a turd with eyes and
It's a
mouths.
booger.
Ew. Idaho. Idaho.
You're a booger.
Well,
All right. We got our marching order. Rituals going on.
Okay. Even though we are in initiative order, I'm going to be a little bit loose with the dialogue options
John's
since we're
gonna
not
be
actually
speaking.
in combat yet.
Gotcha,
Sure.
gotcha.
So, but Mixie, you're up first.
all right. I'm going to sneak up to where the book is,
Okay.
which I can double move.
You should be able to make it with a double move, yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially because you got cunning action too, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, you got all
So-
the things.
Okay. You do indeed. You go ahead and sneak up to your move.
Poof.
And there is no reaction from Marcos.
All right.
All right. Marcos continues his speaking and chanting and hand waving, and the four crystals on the four corner pulse with an energy that seems to then focus on the runes in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Fuzzy.
Moves up to kind of circle over and act like he's joining the ritual. He will. Can he? Yeah, because rage is a bonus action, right? So yeah, he's gonna bonus action get his rage going, but he's going to. It looks like he would have to double move to kind of come over to this location and just kind of head bowed, act like he's joining the ritual, but like. Because if the party is moving with him, kind of like as an overall joining, that he'd kind of circle to that side so that he's in
No,
striking
that's
distance
fine.
of him.
Everything
So,
kind of moves
yeah.
in.
Yeah, so-
Give me a deception roll
Okay.
with advantage because you're in rooms.
Okay. Good call finding the robes, guys.
Yes.
Clutch. All right. Okay. All right. 16 or 17, and his deception is actually fairly good. That'll be a 21.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Marcus's wisdom. Okay. All right. So you.
So he's like
So
right
you
over
move.
here
So you
by
go
a
ahead and
crystal.
move up there.
Yeah.
So you kind of sprint up there and just kind of take a spot by the crystal.
Yep, as if he'd been ordered to do it, just acting like he's a soldier following in line. Yeah,
Marcus
that's
looks at
it.
you. Marcus looks at you, kind of puzzled, as you come up, but he continues the ritual.
All right.
Ro, what are you doing?
Similar thing. I'm just going to come up sort of just inside the room there.
Okay. Also, give me a deception check.
Okay. This is a straight.
Yep. Yep. Oh no, you've got the rope, so with advantage.
Okay.
Good call on everybody getting the robes.
That is a 22.
Okay. Good.
Nice.
Okay. And Trixie, it's your turn.
Deception? Is that what we're doing?
If you want to go up there and meet with everybody, yes, give me a deception roll.
And feign being
with
in the ritual?
Normally with advantage. I don't know if you have
Is she gonna
disadvantage.
be the over the
I don't
top
have a
pin of
disadvantage
it?
on deception.
Okay.
Only on stealth.
Then you're wearing the robe.
Your
so
armor give you disadvantage on deception.
Is she gonna be the over the top? Like, Croclamar compels.
Well, I rolled a 14 and a 15 on the dice.
Nice.
Good.
So the 15 makes 19.
19.
Nice.
Okay. Take your position.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to stitch the two photos that Greg sent me together.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I should wait till I get home for that. I'm gonna move close into him,
Okay.
and I'm gonna start saying words like, you know, fall off a rock, fall frock,
Cheese
garbly
twist.
good.
Sandwich mix.
The
Salad.
spirit of Croclamar is flowing through me.
Super califragilistic, expialidocious. But not so much that it hurts us.
Fitting in, because your roll
Mixing.
said you could fit
Yes.
it.
You're up.
All right, so I'm going to slip the book in my bag.
Okay. Give me a sleight of hand.
All right. Now,
You're invisible, so make it with advantage.
all right.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
Come on, big money.
All right. 19 on the dice plus 7, or 17 on the dice plus 7.
So 26?
26.
26? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, mathletes.
You're welcome.
Okay. There seems to be no response.
All right.
Vamp.
Marcus kind of glares at you for the moment. Be silent.
Be still.
And continues to chant. And his chanting seems to be reaching a crescendo as the crystals pulse once again.
He said pulse.
Pulse. And this wave of energy coalesces on the circle, and the body inside it twitches.
Oh no.
Yeah, we
Uh-oh.
stop this
All right.
stuff.
Fuzzy.
All right. So, like dropping the great axe down, like inside his robes from his belt, goes reckless, rears back, and spins around almost like he's going off balance, but with great purpose. Smash
Okay.
right into that crystal.
Roll
Yeah.
it.
Okay. With advantage, because reckless, and then damage, and then crystals can't have the haven't acted yet action. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Because the crystals
Are
can't do
inanimate.
extra damage, which is a bummer. But that's okay. Alright, come on.
Ooh, excuse me.
Aww. That's not great. So let's see here. AC. I'm still stationary objects. So fingers crossed. AC, let's see here. 12 to hit. Or 13, sorry, math. 13.
13 hit. Okay.
Yeah.
What's your damage?
Let's see here. That is going to be, because he's raging, 8 plus 2, so 10.
For 10 damage.
Yep.
Okay. With a flurry, the speed that the eye can barely comprehend, you swing around with your axe and smash it into the side of the crystal. What kind of damage is it slashing?
It is, yes.
Yes. And with great aplomb, sweep the axe through the crystal, and the crystal does indeed shatter.
Okay.
Oh,
One down.
All right. And then,
Marcus turns to you in shock, and you are now in combat.
Ooh.
okay.
All right.
that's the end of part 7 of our adventure. Please stay tuned for the conclusion to Reach for the Stars, which will be part 8. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave us a review anywhere this podcast can be found. Our social media links, plus additional content can be found on our website at knightsofroleplay.com. Please tell your friends about Knights of Roleplay and Adventuring Podcast and spread the word through social media. Your help and support are greatly appreciated.